last night outside of the town Boston Bar on a little pull-out on Green Ranch Road. It was nearby where quite a bit of train activity happens. So like loading and unloading, and we just heard all kinds of train sounds, and we actually both enjoyed it. It was also nearby a river. There was a creek nearby, rustling wind in the trees up high above to where it wasn't real windy where we were down below. And it was just such a peaceful place to spend the night. And like I said, it was just like this little pull-out thing. There's the river. Better to see it over here. Sun's coming up over the mountain. There's a view of that green river. Look at the silty green river. It's not dirty, it's just silt. Beautiful. I love seeing all the different colors of lakes and rivers and seas. I mean, I've seen different colors of different waters on seas meeting each other while I was on a cruise to Alaska. Well, I've also now seen that even from the shoreline in Washington. There was a place I saw it. We have not been near the sea here in Canada. Right now we're still heading towards Lillooet, mostly along the 1. So far on the 1 going up from Canada up to Lillooet, there have not been any huge grades. There, don't get me wrong, there are grades, but it's kind of, you go up a little, then you go down a little, and you go up a little more, and you go down a little. So there have not been any huge grades, which, is nice to know. It's been very scenic, very beautiful, worth the drive. I just saw a sign that said Camus ahead. So one of the things that I've noticed being here in Canada is names that are so very unfamiliar to me. I know that they're indigenous names or indigenous words, stuff like that, and they're just different for me. And so I've been enjoying reading a lot of the different words and names that are so unfamiliar to me. A helicopter over here getting ready to lift up.
A little bit concerning that they look like the helicopter landing pad for all of the fuel liquid that they put on the fire.
Road construction, the great equalizer for people who like to speed. One heavy truck allowed on bridge at any one time. People who have gone around us, they're no better off than we are at this moment. We are on the Jackass Summit right now. Yeah, the Jackass Summit. There was a sign for it, I didn't get it.
Tell me about feeling insignificant.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm at the Scuppa Rest Area on Highway 1. This is an area where you could stay a night if need be. Quite a bit of land for an overnight rest. But it is on Highway 1. I don't think it would be too bad noisy until the traffic gets going, and I stayed in one other rest area. It was probably about 3 or 3:30 in the morning when the traffic got going. Looks like our plans for camping near Lillooet may be changed. There is an active fire up here to the left. I don't know if you can see all that smoke coming from it. I had also looked, and so there's tons and tons of smoke up there as well. I had also looked, and it looked like there is one active fire probably on the opposite side of the lake that we were planning on staying at. So right now we're carrying forward, but our plans are highly likely to change for today. Bummer, because I was looking forward to maybe staying at this place for a couple of days. My traveling companion decided to turn around and come to the town of Lytton to get gas because of the smoke. This is very odd looking. I don't know.
So sad. All of these were either homes or buildings, businesses, I don't know.
Oh, so maybe that's the answer for it. I was wondering. How sad that it's all smoky up here. Bummer.
Oh, 171, that's better than it sounded like it was gonna be.
Did everything
Goats.
right.
Two-lane road that narrowed down into one lane. Right with a cliff and a river. Drop-offs. On the mountains.
The other lane just landed in the river.
Back to two lanes. This is the town of Lillooet, or close to, and it's pretty much socked in with smoke. It's white out.
Bummer.
Yeah. So the scenery's not going to be super pretty today. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Well, we don't need to have a campfire to have campfire smoke sometimes. If you could smell this, it's pretty strong. Look at that pretty tree, umbrella tree. That was cool. Oh, there's a whole line of umbrella trees. Wow. Yeah, it's so sad that British Columbia seems to be on fire. This is the town of Lillooet, British Columbia. I think I like saying Lillooet. So chances are super high that we are not going to be staying here tonight because of the smoke. We're going to have to reassess. We are going to go check out the campground that we were planning to stay at and go from there. So I think we're both going to be glad that we got an early start this morning. So pretty. Uh-oh, wooden bridge. I don't like wooden bridge. Wooden bridge. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh. Oh. When I was a kid, my grandpa loved going over wooden bridges with me with him because I hated it so bad. I would be on the floorboard. Another one. I don't like this. I don't like this. It actually doesn't sound as bad as the ones did whenever I was a kid. I'm sure that the ones...
In 300 meters, turn left.
I'm sure that the ones that I went over as a kid were in a lot worse shape than the past two that I just did. Now, this would be a great place to explore, I think. Whoa. Slow down, Nelly. I am zoomed out as far as I can go. And you cannot see the tops of the mountains. This is the Seton Lake Campground, BC Hydro. Trying to put out the fires. How did that rock get all yellow and green? I don't know. I'm looking at these mountains in front of me and they look like they're almost straight up. We're in town center. Doesn't look like much yet. Alright, I really wanted to stay at the BC Hydro campsite at Lake Seton near Lillooet. However, my traveling partner is unable to do so because of the fires in the area. And so we are going to continue with our plans to travel down the 99 today, and we're just going to hope for a place to stay before we get too much further down the road. What makes me sad is that I was hoping to stay in the campground for at least a few days, be able to cook some food, get a shower, and just rest and relax and enjoy the peace and quiet. So likely we'll be back to the hubbub of trying to sleep on the side of the road where it will be anything but quiet and I won't sleep as well. But sometimes you just have to roll with the punches, you know? Neither one of us foresaw that the fires were going to be a problem. We did think about it. We did look at the fires to make sure that we could travel, but we did not know if it was going to end up being a problem for some of our stays. And it just turns out that it is, and we were prepared for that, at least to some degree. I wish you could see the water down there. There's two different colors. I'm sitting here enjoying my campsite at Seton Lake near Lillooet, British Columbia. My travel buddy, after we went to town and she was looking at some other possibilities, she decided that it wasn't too smoky here for her after all. And so we came back. And I'm hoping the smoke will clear a lot for tomorrow, so maybe we can stay at least one more night. This is just beautiful, peaceful, calm, relaxing. It's a bit warm right now, but it's supposed to be quite a bit cooler tomorrow. A minute ago, Jazzy tried to run up that tree and she got a little past the knob. She got to about right there and fell back down. She wants a squirrel. The squirrel is kind of taunting her. Well, he was down on one of these lower branches. Now I can't see him. Here's the squirrel that's taunting Jazzy. It's even looking at her, or me, or whatever. Hope it doesn't come flying on me. It's definitely a vocal little critter. It's been making noises ever since I first saw it. Before I first saw it, actually. Lots of choppers today. It's 9 o'clock in the evening, and that was probably the last drop of retardant for the evening on the fire nearby. It's a new day, and the smoke has filtered back in from the nearby fire. I've only seen one helicopter go by so far this morning. There's my little noisy girl. And so I imagine we'll probably leave today. What are you talking about? No, you be quiet. Shh. Shh. Speak quiet. Yes, good girl. Thank you. This is Seton Lake. Sure would be pretty without all the smoke. I wish I could see down through there. On the road again. I wish that was all clouds instead of smoke. I know there's some clouds up there, but there's a lot of smoke too.